Hi everyone, and in this video we're going to go over the design tab inside of your editor. Okay, so welcome back to the App Creator Tutorials. And what I want to do is simply go over the basics here in designing your app. So here is where you can choose your different template. So like we did when we first came into the App Creator, it asks us to choose. We chose a blank one here. If we want to bring that back up, all we have to do is select that button and then choose a different template of our choice. All right. Now, what we can also do is change the layout, which is basically the buttons here, how they're going to show up. So if I select on change my layout, I'm going to get different examples of how I can have my buttons work for me. They do have some small different items here that you can check on. However, if we come to all, we can see everything here. So let's say, for example, we want to use this layout. Let's select. It's going to load for a second for us. But if we look over here on our right hand side, we see our preview. Okay, so this is how it's going to show up on either the iPhone 5, iPhone 6, or related sizes. I'm just going to be for an Android device here. You'll see those get bigger and smaller. And this is going to be for HTML phone. Those are the other phones. Okay, so let's come back here to the 5. Now here's the button or the layout that we just changed. Select here. Now we have our apps here. As your list grows, you can select here. And then you'll have more examples and more icons here for your clients to choose from. All right, so let's come over here and go into our layout options. So we can position the menu in the middle where it's at. That's going to be relative to the screen. We can bring it up top if we want. If we want to see how that looks, we just save. Or we can bring it down to the bottom. All right, now different layouts will have different options. This depends on what you're working on and which one you're working with. The title case, you can do lowercase or uppercase. So if it has a title, which is going to be here, is going to be the wording that shows up underneath each one of your features. Okay, but we'll get into those later. If we want those to be hidden, we can select hidden. If we want them visible, we can as well. Once we save here, we'll see how that change will take effect. Okay, we have our options saved up here. Select, and now even though they're white, so they're hard to see, we can see that we also have wording here. All right. Now, when you come down here, this is where you're going to choose your home page image. This is what's going to show in the background of your buttons. It's not going to be on all pages. However, you can select for it to be on all pages by clicking here. Now, all you have to do is come here to change a picture. It's going to be for different sizes, for different phone screens. Okay, and let's come to images. And let's say we use this one for an example. All right, now it's going to ask us to crop. So let's say we want this here to be our background. Click OK. And that is going to be our image. So we can essentially do this for each and every one. It's going to ask us to crop to the recommended size. All right. And then if we want to use them on all of our applications backgrounds, we can select here. If not, we just deselect here so that we can have different backgrounds or plain backgrounds for our other pages. Here you can choose whether or not you want to hide the iOS or the Android status bar, which is this bar right up top. So if I come over here, select this, that will no longer show on our phones. Okay. Now, if I come over here, I can choose our country, and this is going to be important because this is going to be what your currency is in. So let's say I come down here, go to United States dollar. And that is going to be the currency that all the transactions, if any, that take place in my app are going to be in. And last but not least, this is going to be the font family for your entire app. This is going to be the basic rules that most of the fonts, if not all of the fonts, are going to follow. Okay, so if we want it to be Georgia, we can choose that. It's going to auto save for us. All right, and that is how you work with the features and the design tab. I will go over the colors in the next tutorial. Okay, thank you, and I'll talk to you next time.